Let's start by taking a look at what the polling stations around the country look like right now. Our reporter Moon Hye-ryeon is at one of the polling stations in the capital, Seoul. Hye-ryeon, where are you right now and how busy is the election site you're at right now?
Right, good afternoon, Ye-eun. I'm currently standing in front of a polling station here in Jayang-dong in northern Seoul's Gwangjin-gu district, and we're currently around halfway through today's votings. Now, the voting started at 6 a.m. today across over 14,000 polling stations around the country and is due to run for 12 hours until 6 p.m. Now, I've been standing here since early morning today, and there's been a steady stream of people heading into the ballots for a new 300-member National Assembly. The early voting that took place over 2 days last Friday and Saturday resulted in the highest voter turnout in history for a general election's early voting. Now, eyes are on whether this trend will continue today. In order to vote today, voters need to bring a form of identification such as a passport, driver's license, or an ID card. Voters who want to upload photos to show that they voted can only take photos at the entrance of the polling station or outside the building and are strictly prohibited from taking photos of their ballot paper.
Hye-ryeon, these voting procedures seem standard. Is there anything that's different this year compared to the previous general election back in 2020?
Right, yeah, and so one notable feature at the polling stations this year is the length of the ballot paper that voters will be casting their votes on in the booths like the one behind me. And that's because this year the ballot paper for proportional representation seats is 51.7 centimeters long with 38 parties running, making it the longest ever used in Korea. It's longer than the last general election in 2020 when the ballot paper was over 48 centimeters long with 35 parties running. Other than that, it's worth noting that the voters this year are also looking a little different than the previous general election 4 years ago due to the country's aging population. It's the first time ever that the number of voters above the age of 60 has surpassed that of those in their 20s and 30s, dubbing this year's general election a grey election. According to the National Election Commission, those in their 20s and 30s made up just over 28% of voters, while those aged over 60 years old accounted for nearly 32%. Now that's all I have at this hour. Back to you, Ye-eun.
Thank you. That was Moon Hye-ryeon reporting live from a polling station in Gwangjin-gu district in Seoul.